Hello, hello, and welcome. Oh, remember to turn me light on. Dink. There we go. Oh, I'm blindingly bright. Oh boy, that is way too bright. I pressed the wrong button. Immediate disaster is how we roll around here. That seems good. It's not burning my retinas. Hey Iron, hey Chisel, hey Skullbutt. It is good to see you all. I hope you're all doing well. How are you doing, Skullbutt? Been a little bit. How's stuff going? We've got at least visually 4 more quests to do here in Village 6-star. And then I shall move onwards to the glory that will be HR3 and maybe, God forbid, maybe even a little bit of multiplayer. Maybe. It will be hopefully good time. Let me open all of my sheets because I was running around like a headless chicken before the stream started. Greatsword collector sheet. That's what I want open. Greatsword. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weapons to do in this tier. And if we happen to get any of the rusted weapons, we will also do them, but we're not going out of our way to get them because it takes too long. Yes. Correct to Mado. Cool. Wunderbar. Let's go. I should get some flash bombs. And some antidotes. We turn the light on flashback, yeah. Basically, well, the problem is as well, because my eyes are quite sensitive. And I need to have that light on, right? To brighten up my face. Then also, if it's too bright, I actually just go blind over the course of the stream. Like, it genuinely hurts my eyes sometimes. So then I click the button that changes what type of light it's on, because it can be like white, blue, or like a warm yellowy, which is what I normally have it on. And anytime you press the damn button to change the light setting, the color type, it sets the brightness back to fucking max. It's a cruel world. You know, first world problems and whatnot. You're glad to be back? Nice. Glad to hear that it's going well for you. Good timing as well, because it's for you. Perfect timing. Doink. This game's great, man. I've just started playing it and the music is like a swell of glory. I'm already having a good time. I've literally just started. I'm like, fuck yeah, for you. It's been a whole week since I played it. Essentially. Yeah. I missed the head. That's unfortunate. Get out of there. No fly. We don't like it when you fly, Raffles. I'm too far forward to hit him, so just do this. You dig. This is so scuffed. It's so scuffed it maybe just works. I did hit the wing. Okay, Raffian has arrived. Which means this now gets a little bit on the spicy side of things. Swahee. Oh, although, if I hit both of them there, that would have been a thing of beauty. Instead, it was just disappointing. Dink. Good tail hit. Oh yeah, mounts are busted in this game. Hey Rachel, welcome. Swax Collector's Challenge. Hit a point where you need some orbs before you take on Nava, where you just need 4 Rathian orbs still. Raph keeps giving you the wrong shiny and plates, so go to take a break. Completely understandable. Has it been fun for you up until this point so far, though? Excluding, you know, some unfortunate RNG. That's part of it, right? You are at the whims of RNG for the run quite a lot of times. Nice. Been gifted the gift of rolls. Please don't. I can't see what's going on good. Been loving it to the point of doing other playthroughs for other weapons in the same way. Nice. Are you like taking a break from the Swax specifically to then go do a different weapon? Because the Swax one's like, oh, I don't want to fight any more Rathians. And then you're like, oh, fuck it, this one's stuck on, I don't know, Catch a Watcher. It's not Bishaten. I'm going to go farm Bishaten instead. Yep. Oh, amazing. I love that. Hey Shosho, welcome. Good to have you. How you doing? The others are on ones where you don't need the rare stuff yet? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So it's way less stress. Hey, Sagando. 12 months, the big year. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good to have you. I hope you continue to enjoy. Maybe we'll manage to crack out another year at some point, eh? That'd be nice. 12 months. Oof. Oh. Collect them. I'm going to collect them so good, Topaz. Welcome. Good to have you. You've been grinding Try a lot? Oh, I assumed. The day the Try update came out, the like open beta thing, and you typed about it in the Discord server, I was like, we're not going to see Sagando, in my mind, right? I was like, we're not going to see Sagando for at least a week. Absolute minimum a week. And it's probably going to be longer than that. There's no way. It's been 2 weeks, yeah. Try is your love, right? That's your first love of Monster Hunter, and it will never go away. Hey Hedgie! Tis Monster Hunter. Tis the best Monster Hunter game as well, for me. Well, I was fighting Rathian, but then he flew away and I forgot to paintball him, so I'm fighting Rathian now. I don't. It works. Buenos tardes? I don't know what that means, but hello. I've heard that before. Somewhere. I don't know why. It means good day. That's why I've heard it before. Oi! Good to have you, Human Harvest. I hope you're doing good. It's, as always, a pleasure to have you. Nearly missed that, because I was too busy smashing my head around to the Ancestral Step music. Like an idiot. Try Escape, the weapon selection bugs you? Yeah. That's my problem with Try as well. It's a good game, but the weapon selection and the relatively small monster selection, that bit doesn't bother me, but it does mean that Try has a little bit less, like, priority for what I'd rather play. Because I like to do lots of cool fights, right? And while Try has almost exclusively cool fights, there's not too many of them. Portable Third feels like it had less monsters. Portable Third's got way more than Try, right? Doesn't it have like double or something? Guess it's got subspecies. And also has Tigrex and a Cantor and Eucanlos. You had a clusterfuck of a CK3 run which made you mad. A bad clusterfuck then, not a funny clusterfuck. Because CK3 has both. Funny and bad at the same time. Oh, they're the worst. Because you can't help but laugh at the stupidity of it, but also like you're raging at the seams. Like your entire body is like, ah! But you gotta just laugh about how dumb it is. I know the total conversion mod Elder Kings. Nope, I assume it is to do with the Elder Scrolls and various elements of, I was gonna say Cyrodiil, but probably all of Tamriel, right? Like Orc, neat. Like an Orc tribe, right. Ah, Crusader Kings. I remember when the Pope randomly took control of half of my country. And it stopped me forming Britannia. That was good times. Good times. Your first line character got lycanthropy? Mad lad, prosperous times. Oh, I love Crusader Kings sometimes. Yeah, he got lycanthropy and he was fucking insane, but it was great for the realm. "25 dynasty members at some point with intermarriage, aka incestuous." Yep. You hate the lighting in this area? Oh, the very top area, Jojo? Where it looks like someone took bleach to the entire area? Yeah, that kind of bothers me as well. It's probably the one, like, mar on this map for me. A lot of people don't like this area, Area 7, where you just, like, spend forever climbing. But it's also, like, just go through Area 8 if you really hate it that much. It's probably even, like, technically quicker. First things first, the Queen of Cyrodiil. The Cyrodiil noble made a move on you. You later, and then the message that you cuckolded the nobleman popped up. Oh, no. I could see it all going downhill from here, yeah. Yeah. do. Also, this is annoying. The damn bridge thing goes on in here, right? Several small skirmishes and minor wars for unification of the Reaver, which your firstborn died. Ah. And then the noble happened. Youngest daughter got killed under mysterious circumstances. What are we talking about? Crusader Kings? 3 specifically. The Human Harvest was playing with the it's called like Elder Kings mod. It makes the map Cyrodiil, basically, or Tamriel, sorry. To be fair, Human Harvest, does that not perfectly befit orcs, though? Does it suck and is it incredibly annoying? Absolutely. Does that not sound like the most orc thing that ever happened? Because of their faith and culture? Yeah, precisely. So it's on brand, it's perfect. Well, if I needed any more Rathalos webbing, I'm pretty sure I've got it now. You can have a duel to the death for claims. That's amazing. That's really cool. Okay, Dundorma is the only one that isn't maxed, but I also honestly do not know if I give a single ounce of my existence to care about leveling up Dundorma. There is other things that I need far more right now. Newest implementation is Arcana and Magic, which you want to try at some point. A noble lineage of mages. Ooh, that could be neat, yeah. Definitely, definitely. Hey Eugene, welcome. How are you doing? Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. For some reason, I feel like there was something I was meant to do, but I can't remember what it is. It's gonna bite me in the arse later. Oh well. About me, I am doing good. Thank you. I am doing good. Had a good day so far, and I'm playing for you right now. So it's just getting better. What could be better is the fucking heat has come back, and it can go away again, because it wasn't welcome the first time round, and it's even less welcome this time round. It's not even necessarily that warm. It's like 27 degrees, which is not wonderful, but I don't want to deal with it, right? The problem is the fact that it's so fucking humid. In the UK right now. It's so humid. It's disgusting. Ugh. Man, I really want them to... I think this is why I've been holding off playing the Elder Scrolls games recently. Because I was thinking about it recently where I was like, yeah, you know what I might play? Skyrim / Oblivion again. I was trying to decide because we kept talking about it in chat. And then I was like, I should really wait. I know it's going to be like 2 more years, but a Oblivion will be done at some point. And I really want to play that. You also went, nope, the windows stay closed for the most part until it's a bit cooler, yeah. That is the problem. The thing at the moment is it's like not even avoidable, right? Because I don't have air conditioning. Sky Oblivion's a thing, you totally forgot about it. I have the power of Google spying on me to remind me that it existed. Because I remember it being a thing ages ago, and then I sort of like completely forgot about it for a few years. And then because I'd mentioned both the word Skyrim and Oblivion in the recent months, I got a random video popping up on my YouTube feed telling me about the update existence of like where it is in its development progress. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'll watch that. They're estimating to be done in 2025. At current pace. Wanted to mention one more thing about the Iceborne OST yesterday. The Namil chase theme is a funny one. Like something went from cartoon or casually walking through a convenience store. I don't remember, to be honest. I've never really had to fight Namil that much. Because I don't think any of its armor ever really clicked with me. And if I recall, it doesn't even really have a dual blade. I think I fought it a few times when we did the stream playthrough, but it wasn't many. No! Damn it. He gets to escape all the way to the bottom. Although if Kezu's in this area, there might be a freebie paintball. Nope. Shame. The head is good for insect glaive with Constitution 3. Ah, fair. Yeah, that's incredibly useful. Now, no, you mentioned Skyrim. You to go play there instead. I mean, you could combine the two ideas, Human Harvest. The Noble Lineages one, along with playing in Skyrim, maybe? Because they do have the Mages College place up there, right? Whatever town it was near, I can't remember. Start a dynasty over there and then make them noble mages. Why not? There's only one monster at a time spawn, yeah. Okay. Kezu spawns in area freaking 7, right? I think. Skyrim's a weird one because of the timeline. Right, okay. Fair enough. The Kezu should have spawned in now, correct. And he should be in here. Correct. You don't start frenzied though, huh? Neat. I get some free damage. Appreciate that. Thanks, Kazu. I don't know shit about... You're talking to a brick wall, Human Harvest. You could tell me every single little detail about that lore, and I would forget every single piece of it in a week. I have the memory of a dum-dum. 2, 3, smack, and a smack. Nice. Still rocking the Kaku, you know it. I genuinely just haven't found another armor that I can actually be bothered to build yet. That's the problem with Hyperkazu though, you have to listen to that noise. Yeah. I don't want to listen to that noise. It's icky. I've played Oblivion approximately like 7 or 8 times. Is Cyrodiil the city or is it the country? Cyrodiil is the city. Okay. As well as the name of the empire. Yeah, that's pretty standard to me. So it's both, in a way. That explains why I was so confused by it. Like, I was too busy making spells that gave me light and increased gold and increased my movement speed and made me jump really high, okay? I wasn't paying attention to the lore, right? I spent all of my time in the Mages Guild fucking around with the spell creation tool. That's all I did. You want to learn Necromancy to fuck up Skyrim? Why stop at Skyrim? The whole world is your oyster, Human Harvest. Sunder the continent. Reduce everything to ash. You ever played around with the difficulty and leveling? In what, Eugene? Sorry? In Elder Scrolls? No. Oblivion? No. Modding as a thing that I can sort of just do and is a reasonably good thing to do for the most part for a lot of games, just for quality of life stuff, has only been a thing that's truly crystallized in my brain in genuinely like the last year. I'm not even kidding. I don't think I ever really modded anything in my entire life. In the intended part about it? Then I'm not sure what you mean, to be honest. Hi, Dragon Havel. Welcome. Good to have you. Oh, I've already started doing the weird welcomes. We're only 30 minutes in. We're doomed. It's because it's too hot. Okay, I got like, what, 3 more quests left? If we don't get any more from NPCs, or just get more because we unlock more. 6-star village, however, is something that will remain as incomplete in terms of the quest board, because we will not have done... Ooh, just shy of 10 minutes by like 17 milliseconds. Nice. We don't unlock the rest of the quests until we get into high rank hub. Like late high rank hub. So there's not much we can really do about the fact that this is going to stay blue tick mark for a very, very long time. I killed a dick in more ways than one. That is very well animated. Hello, Falco. Welcome. Good to see ya. I need hot drinks because we're in the frozen seaway. We can take just 3. Do I need anything else? No. Tetsu and Zamtrios, that's it. The balancing with higher difficulties in the Elder Scroll 4 is BS. Oh, no, I think I always left it on either normal or 1 above normal. I have the knowledge in of myself. When I'm playing one of those games, I'm kind of playing it to be a little bit brain dead, right? It's not a bad thing, it's just... It's sort of the way they're designed, like combat is enough to just kind of like peace out, logically. Hey, Havel, thanks for the follow. I hope you enjoy the death of Zamtrios and Tetsukaba here. Because it is very simplistic, like basically it's just left click. You can make it more than that, but I don't want it to be more than that. It's all about the exploring and get the good feeling when you see the stat level up, for me. That's what it's about. It's also why I like Oblivion, I think, a little bit more than Skyrim. Because the athletics stat exists. And if I remember, athletics is what allows you to move quicker. And man, does that feel good to level up. Man! There's also acrobatics for jumping, I think, right? Oh, that game's funny. Now I want to play Oblivion again. Fuck. Oh. Man, I cannot hit this guy to save my damn life. This is not going well. It's not like I'm even charging. Speed makes you move more. Athletics is for stamina while running. Oh, okay. Then, in a roundabout way, athletics makes you quicker. It's not the way that I intended it to be, but yeah. Being able to sprint more without having to put points into stamina the way that you do in Skyrim, it tickles me in a way that just, it's nice in my brain, right? It's the good. I also really love the leveling up in Oblivion, I must be honest. I think it's fantastically well done. I think the leveling up in Skyrim, like, it's fine. But it's pretty, like, it feels unimpactful, I think is the way I want to say that. Do you want to put 10 points into stamina, health, or magic, and that's like it? And you get a perk point? I've also just realized the other day, like right now, the other day, I was feeling like playing RuneScape again. Because I want a game where your stats level up as you play the game. And it's just like good, right? You don't have to do anything, you don't mess around with any perks, the stats just get better. And because the stats get better, you are able to use better things and it is better for you. The perks come as a natural thing, not something you have to manually do. That is Oblivion. That's what I want to do. That's how that works. Perks are fun for build customization. Sometimes I just want to be like, you hit level 50, congrats, here's a benefit. You don't have to think, just, you hit level 50, here's a benefit. Shut up and keep playing the game, dum-dum. Or do you want to use fire magic, shock magic, or frost magic to get a 30% damage bonus to just one of them? No! You don't want to be effective on very hard, you just don't level up. Oh, really? When you want to be effective. Yeah, that's really bad design. Yeah, don't play on high difficulty then, right? That sounds like the best way to play is just not put it on high difficulty. Because you're not going to have as much fun as you would on a lower one. Because the challenge doesn't become, like, the game is hard. It becomes, I'm still level 1 and I hate it. I've never gone to sleep. Please help me. Hey, hiya, Chanya. It is my favorite Monster Hunter as well. Welcome. Good to have you. This game is just good. It's just good. The world scales with your level and you can't effectively skill your character with your level. Right. Yeah, the small amount of points that you would get in any of the, like, requisite stats, essentially, becomes irrelevant compared to how difficult the game scales itself. So you level up from 1 to 2 and you get, let's say, 5% stronger, but the world gets 20% stronger. So to be, like, efficient in terms of strength, you would always stay at level 1. Otherwise, the world is always outscaling you. On high difficulties. Numbers obviously theoretical, just to give an example. That's not the important bit, it's the my knowledge of understanding. You wish they'd remake it? I kind of do, because it would mean I get to play it and it would be fresh again, right? But also, like, it's near perfect, right? There's a small few issues. Apex monsters with the Y-Stone requirement is not good because of how... Like, even the Y-Stones themselves for Frenzied monsters are fine. Like, that's whatever. It's completely optional for Frenzied monsters. But the fact that you have to bring the... allows you to pierce Apexes anytime you fight an Apex is just kind of, like, boring. The guild investigations level up a little bit too slow. Mounting's probably a little bit too OP, let's be honest. Charge Blade and Insect Glaive could use with their values being tweaked a little bit. But other than that, for me it feels like it's near, like, exactly what I want. And those are small things. At least for me, they're small things. Just don't fight Apex creatures. For me, done. Fixed my problem. And I don't do the guild quests anyway, because I don't really care for any of the rewards. I don't really think anyone likes the Y-Stone stuff, at least when it comes to Apexes. To be honest. It's the worst bit about this game, I think. My opinion. Mounted was kind of broken, yeah. Mounted's so strong. One hit and you get a mount? After that, 2 hits and you get a mount? That's ludicrous. You would need to wait after every fight, use necromancy for aggro, fight every enemy individually, or use poisons, right? Yeah, that's not fun. Because then you don't get to play, right? Because you don't get to do what you want. That's the whole point, is that you get to run your build through the world and experience it your way. That's the whole point of open world games. And choice games that have free choice. But you're forced into, like, poison necromancy. Yeah. While I would probably welcome a 4U remake, like, if they say tomorrow, like, we're doing a 4U remake, I'll be like, hey! Another excuse to play 4U. But there will be a little voice in the back of my mind being like, please don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up. Don't change everything just because you can. Don't make it open world maps. Just tune some of the values. Add a wish list, maybe. Wish list is good. We like that. Fiddle with the Y-Stones. Don't fuck it up. Please. Oh, and add more late game quests, actually. You know, like Capcom. I know you can hear me. While we're on it, add more Scrolls quests. They're fun. Wishlist has 2 little pages. Yup. The wishlist genuinely needs to be like 100 long. Not like 36 in World. I think it's 48 in Rise or something, right? It needs to be 100 page, like 100 entries long. Not maybe 100 pages long. That's a bit too much. Okie dokie, there we go. Chuckle this away. Chuck this away, and this. What do we got more? I think just a tiny little bit. Two more quests or something, and then we'll go around every village just to make sure. Because most of these were villager requests. Wait, this is advanced? Are you high rank? Advanced quests in this game confuse me now. I'm gonna do you, but if you're high rank, I'm peacing out. Thunder resistance will be helpful, as will Thundercaller. As will Groot, actually. That's just good all round. Just in case he is way too difficult. But hopefully, this will all be good. I will do the mining while we're here, just in case we manage to whip ourselves up a rush yard. You never know, we might get lucky and get exactly what we need. But we will have to see. Unlikely, it's incredibly unlikely. I gotta get a rush shard in the first place, and then it needs to be the right weapon, and then in the right weapon it also needs to be a rusted weapon. I would love to know what the actual, like, percentage chance of it happening is. But I do think it is skewed by what your seed is at any point in time, and Komuro said the other day that that changes so frequently that it's, like, impossible to know, essentially. Which is just ridiculous. Whoop. 70% chance to kill a vampire, and she fucked it up. Statistics. It's a bitch. It's gotta happen 30% of the time, who knows? Guess who's becoming a vampire? I mean, why not? You took the risk. He doesn't seem to be high rank so far. Oh, that was good. That was real good. Get him. Didn't hit him on the back, unfortunately, so that doesn't count. And go, and go. I will have both your tail off and your head fully broken. I do need to farm you. Before I got to high rank, though. It's not necessarily saying I need to farm right now, but it is before I got up to high rank. I need 3 Zenoga plates? 4 Zenoga plates? Not sure. Do you roar when you're... Oh, you do. When you're frenzied? Oh, don't bounce, that's just sad. Okay, that's... No, he's definitely doing low rank damage. So I have been deceived by Monster Hunter again. Advanced quest in village does not necessarily mean that it is the rank above. It merely means that the quest is either the rank above or that it's a normal advanced quest where it just disappears in and out of the list. How incredibly not at all confusing. And 1, 2, 3, smack, smack. Oh! You love the idea of integrating the frenzy from Gore and Shaggy into regular monsters. It's so good, right? So good. Boy, you did so much right. So much. So damn much. It's why it's hard to... It's hard to ever want to see it remade fully for me, because... How do you replicate near perfection? It's tough, right? Grind and try is rough. For hub, Saganda, or just for materials in general? Because it is, to my understanding, that try essentially has to be grindy because of its kind of like small roster, right? You kind of need to grind stuff, otherwise you'd run out of shit to do really quickly. Five lost plates to craft a part for a bowgun. One of 3 parts, right? If I'm not mistaken. That's pretty mean. That's pretty damn mean. The bowgun's 3 parts. It is free cool. I literally never played with that system because I don't ranged right, so one of those things where it's like, I think I know this, but I'm supremely unconfident. Inconfident, unconfident, not confident. The English language is hard. And it's my mother tongue. Can you just get out of charge mode already? I don't even want a mount. I just want you to stop being... There we go, thank you. I was trying to get the aerial hit, which doesn't get the mount but gives you a knockdown. So I could do enough damage to knock him out of charge mode, because he's annoying. This is free, because he's exhausted. And hopefully he is nearly dead after this. Because that's going to be a chunky hit. You turn a limp, boy. Yep, he's injured. He's a limping. Nice. You like the bowgun system in Tri? The lack of options and variety makes it a bit worse. Yeah. The bowgun system in Tri slapped into something like, you know, free U. Even just free U. Having all of those extra monsters and all of those extra parts would make for it to be like way more intricate and interesting, right? When you got, there's like 21 large monsters. Some of those have got to be early game monsters as well, and that kind of removes a level of options. So you kind of only end up really having like maybe 10 options for stuff that you could fiddle with, which is a bit of a shame. $18 large monsters. Oh, it's less than I thought it was. We didn't even get a rush shard, by the way. I love the end music so much. Hey, a monster bone. Plus, I don't need those anymore, but I still get the joy of seeing them after needing so many in the last rank. Yes, I need that. Wait, no. No, I don't. Could have added a few subspecies. Yeah, I mean, the subspecies that were added in Portable Third, right? Basically just that. Right, that is silver complete now. And let's travel around all of the villages just to make sure that I've got everything here. Hello. There we go. So we do have a little bit more. Nothing else here at least, because the minimap would tell us. What about in here? Nope. Although there is a Plesioth. While I don't need them anymore, I would be remiss my opportunity to catch an extra one just in case it ends up being relevant. Good. And there is the extra fins, so I'm definitely good now. Because the fins is what I was worried about. Let's go over here. What's up? There's another one. Hell yeah. Poor Plesioth reduced to a fishing gimmick. Poor people who want Plesioth material, who have to check Chico Sands after every single quest. just to see if Hesiod's there. Let me go back to Kafar, because it is where we are at the moment. Feels wrong to not be in Kafar. It's just right. I don't really want to do any of these. This one is the best one. Hypernacilla with Greatsword does not seem like a fun time, to be honest. I do apologize for the yawns. The temperature is too much. Raffian first. Oh. Let's jump this. And then do a whip. No! Sadness, man. One, two, three. Nope. They really just want to go after my cats, huh? You guys don't want anything to do with me today. Silly monsters. I don't know if I've seen the stealing cat steal anything for me yet, by the way. I don't think it's been useful at all. That's the last one of the triple charge. I don't know why I didn't attack. There's the frenzy. Let's go to the head to get those juicy big damage hits. Ugh. Good. And 1, 2. That did not go well, to be honest. I'm not happy about it. I think that might be one of the worst Raffian areas I've had for a long time. Wait, and go. Come on. Come on. At least she didn't do it again, because I was fully expecting it, honestly. Solid hit. Give me the tail. Ooh. That noise. Oh. Even though I know it's just a Kencho Archer. That noise will never cease to be horrifying. Go. Nice. Back technically needs the brake and the wings. Don't really care about any of those things. Those are all nice, but I'm gonna go for them. Just wanted to really make sure I got the head and the tail. I bounce off of her wings with blue sharpness. Huh? Sorry? Is this a high rank quest? I don't think so. I am genuinely confused right now. Oh yeah, Kencho Archer is a freaking demon. Forgot about that. But he's in frenzy mode. His eyes are just pure red. But they're so big that it's just uncomfortable. Is she high rank? I'm not taking enough damage, right? I got low rank Kaku armor. It's upgraded a little bit, but not enough. Oh. What? Was that shenaniganry, Catcher? I'm gonna go down here real quick. So I should be safe from an immediate attack, apparently not. Catcher has decided I must die as quickly as possible. Please leave me alone. Please, calm down. Jesus, man. Stop it. That's gonna screw me over so many times. It might just be a frenzied Rathian thing. The wings get one step harder for some reason. Could just be a Rathian thing and I'm so used to full charging that I'm not paying attention. Definitely feel like I don't remember that though. Unfortunately the wrong target. I do need to kill them both, but I have blunt hit that wing enough times. Good. 2, 3. Hopefully I can pierce it now. Stay out of it. Stay. Thank you. For actually helping me, I think. Die. Actually, do I want you to die here? It's going to be a pain in the ass to carve. Do I care about that? Don't have a choice anymore. I got 3 potions for Ketcher, and that is it. That might be a little bit tough. Hopefully we'll manage. What was the sub-quest? A Wyvern tier? The wing thing with Garuga in World is the only annoying thing about him. Same with the fully charged Rajang hitting in the middle but bouncing left and right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, when Rajang is in... basically Rajang in any game, right? When he's in fisting mode. And you can't pierce his arms. Man, he's annoying to fight. He's so damn irritating. Rajang's the fun police. Yep. You want to play the game? He's the wrong opponent. Unless you have Mind's Eye. And 1, 2, 3, Y! Banabra! At least I still got the kill, but it would have felt better if it was on the wake up. Dang it, Banabra. That shouldn't have been one of my cats, I don't think. I don't believe they attack sleeping monsters, unless they do, to steal stuff from them. Rajang punishes every misstep, yes. Rajang is the fight where you need to know what you're doing. You have to learn Rajang. You can't brute force Rajang, you need to learn him. And I'd say that's fairly true of just about every game that has Rajang in as well. World definitely kept that up. With him being as aggressive as he is in that game. Still a very doable fight. It just requires maybe a little bit more like analysis and patience than other fights do, right? Certain things like Quetzalcoatl and Rathian here, as examples, you can kind of just be like, I've got enough healing, I can just unga bunga this. That doesn't fly with Rajang. Ugh. One, two, three, smack. Dab. After letting him in World, he was a joke in Rise. Oh yeah, Rajang is in Rise. True. Yeah, they made him, like, really weak, right? Also, they made him an invader that doesn't invade because he's asleep. In high rank. Which is an interesting choice. Making Rajang an invader, I feel like, is a great idea. Making him just sleep. Super Saiyan monkey running around the corner and just lightning bolting you would be scary as shit. It's not as scary when you realize that he starts off asleep at the start of every quest, so you can guaranteed do enough wire bug damage to him with basically any weapon to get a mount. And then he just turns into like a free few thousand damage against whatever creature you're fighting if he's there. Also happens to have probably the single best spammable Wyvern ride in the entire game, I guess? With his lightning beam. You learn to use flinch free against him with longsword. Because everyone's at the head. Rajang, the 15th weapon. In Rise, yeah. Honestly, yeah. No, I was too late. I swear the last bit of Frenzy always goes so much quicker than the rest of it does. One. Oh, balls. Just hit it. Hey! Good. Right, I am going to go and grab myself a drink. I will be right back momentarily. Hopefully before the quest ends. I'm back. It is too hot. Can start the beam and cancel it right away, yeah. Because the beam, as soon as the damage number pops up, you can cancel it. I think you can get like 9 or 10 beams off or something, right? It is ludicrous how many you can do. Now that's a lot of money. 12,000 Zenny. Now that seems a little off to me. We're gonna do the other ones first, and then we're gonna check that one out. That one's suspicious. I don't want to get my butt handed to me. Nasilla Gypseros, the Poison Gang. I honestly think Nasilla is gonna be a goddamn nightmare. With Greatsword. But I am gonna go for Gypseros first because Nasilla stays in more areas, right? To your knowledge, all the 6-star advanced quests are low ranked, so you don't need to worry, just more frenzied. Why does the double Tiggy have such a massive amount of money increase, though? I suppose Tiggy is quite late game, right? It's just really surprising. I'm also really glad that I was correct. Damn. No! And the rule of advanced quest in village is a rank higher is complete bullshit. These are some of your favorite quests in the game as they can push you if you're not that great like you. Yeah. Yeah, it's the same for me as well. Like on the last one, the Rathian and Ketchawacha one, I had 0 healing left. Welcome, Ramhard. Good to have you. These are the most enjoyable quests in low rank. They make you fight for your win, right? Does one get materials from doing Safi's Recon a second time? You do, but the materials you get are essentially nothing, Eugene. Like, you'll probably get, like, one small piece of Dracolite. You won't get any Safi materials in specific. You'll just get a whole bunch of, like, maybe Elder Dragon Blood, large monster bones, that sort of stuff. You don't get Safi materials, if memory serves. It's been a while, though, so it might be different now. I did Safi's Recon a bunch of times, because the Recon came out before the quest did. It was like a week before the quest actually came out. They lead to some good rewards. Oh, really? Like what? Dink. And a dink. Nice. I feel like anytime I ever play a Monster Hunter game again for the rest of my life, I'm going to complete all the quests in it and then be like, oh, that wasn't that many. I'm so broken by GU. It's just thinking, like, I've nearly done all of low rank and I feel like I've spent no time here. And I've been farming all of the weapons, and it feels like I've spent less time than it has just to do the last rank in GU. Tried to do him alone with almost NG equipment, got him to area 2 almost every time, but not much further. You need to hit him a bit more. In the Recon, Eugene, or in the Siege? You're not doing Deviants in GU, so you technically didn't do anything. The 1100 other quests would like to disagree with you, but you're entitled to your own opinion. Welcome, Judgment! Good to have you again. Fuck the Deviants. I care about the Deviants as much as I care about that opinion. The Siege? Ah. Yeah, for the siege, what you need to do is drain the energy. Eugene, that's why. You get to fight some monsters early, like Bracky and the Flying Gods. Oh, really? Oh, I know you get to fight Bracky early. I didn't realize you get to fight the Flyings early. Not oblivious to that. You think the fact here is you do them alone? Yeah. Yeah, the game is not scaled well at all for Safi. Technically, there's single-player scaling. The person who made the single-player scaling has only ever developed multiplayer games in their entire life, but technically... Was that a Gypceros subspecies? No, it was a Frenzy Gypceros. So, you know Gormagala and Shiguru Magala, Judgment? They have those little scales that they put out and it gives you the Frenzy virus. In 4U, the like endgame mechanic, kind of like hyper monsters, the stronger monsters mechanic is the Frenzy. Has afflicted creatures. And is basically causing them to go insane and hyper aggressive. And when they're succumbing to the frenzy, their skin goes a little bit more purple. They get more aggressive, they do more damage, they get a little bit quicker. I don't know if their health goes up. And if you have Y stones, which you get as part of the high rank story, you are actually able to knock them out of the frenzy status for a short while before it comes back and starts kicking it again. Nasilla's frenzying right now. You can just see it fell over up there and this ominous music started. You'll see it will turn more purple now, see? Its underbelly's purple and its eyes are purple. And the little bit on the map in the bottom right, like the small screen, under Nasilla now it says frenzied. Monster AIDS? It's more like monster rabies, to be honest, than AIDS. Because it's not sexually transmitted, it's aggressively transmitted. Such a beautiful graphical change. For Nasilla in particular, yeah. It does look good for a lot of the monsters, but for Nasilla in particular... Oh. Nasilla's better Ragnar. I like them both. I do prefer Nasilla. But I don't know if that's because of Nasilla or because of Rise. Or because of Ragnar or because of Rise, I should say. You don't know if it's an STD? I do, because it's not fluid or blood. It's airborne. Frenzied monsters could breathe on each other, and it would on a non-frenzied monster, and it would cause them to get frenzied. So it's not an STD. It is also transmitted via wounds and stuff, but it's an airborne disease. Because Shiguru's mere presence literally just expands it out across the map. Because it's the scales. Welcome, Mitru. Otavia. Transmit AIDS by injuries? Well, yeah, by blood, in that way. But you can't inhale AIDS. Unless you're inhaling someone's blood. You liked him so much when he came out for you? The fact he was a completely new monster? Yeah. Never before seen skeleton. So cool. It's sort of Gorge Shed, yeah, in a way. It's kind of like... I think they hypothesized in the game at one point it's like an extra sensory thing. It spreads the scales around, and then it gets a vague sense of where its scales are, and it uses them to see. But it does also make other monsters just go, like, batshit crazy. And for humans, it affects their natural regeneration. Our ability to heal, basically. Which is why if you get inflicted and then a monster hits you, you lose red. Almost every new monster... Every new monster is good. You need to give it that, for sure. There he is. Yeah. You old gen's nothing compared to new gen? In what way? Divine Judgment. In what way? Hello, hi base. Welcome. How you doing? Insert another nice theme right here. See, it's funny, because themes are probably the thing that Rise does worst for me, personally. In a negative light, is what you mean then, Divine. Clunky full body hitboxes, skill diversity, monster AI. What do you mean by skill diversity? The rest of them, like, fair enough, yeah. I don't have a problem with people preferring, but I want to understand people's logic. I don't know what you mean by skill diversity. You have more skills to play with? You mean the movesets? You have more movesets? A larger variety of moveset to use? Because when you say skills, to me that means like Hunter Arts or Switch skills. You ordered the laptop you're going to use for studying, your friend sent you the fact he has a pic of the fact he has a Switch. Nice. Good. Good day. Oh, skills on armor. I would actually say that's a downside for new gen, in my opinion. I like there is a wide variety of skills, but I think there's too much that it kind of becomes this point where it's essentially irrelevant. Like, a skill in the old games feels like it has a lot of impact. I don't need 8 skills that all do the same thing in a very slightly different way. That's my issue with the newer ones. But it is nice to have access to, like, more niche stuff. If you're more of a set builder, I can get that. I can get that, for sure, for sure. It's so homogenized. That's a good way to put it, yeah. After the mess that was yesterday, you could use the happy chemical kick. I mean, you beat Soul of Cinder yesterday, Mace, as well. You finished Dark Souls 3. Don't take that away. That means nothing to me, Mace, but I hope that's good. Old world skills over the new world skills. It's hard for me, because I don't really know which ones I prefer. I don't know what any of those do, I'm gonna be honest with you, Divine Judgment. When you say new gen, I think you have listed exclusively Rise in that skill set there, if I'm not mistaken. Full body hitboxes, you can't stand them. That's fair. That's fair. Full body hitboxes are annoying, but you do learn to deal with it every now and then. You get used to it, right? Blade Scale Home was in Generations? Yeah, exactly. Safi Awakening? Yep. Memories you didn't want to resurface? Yep. But it wasn't exclusively bad, right? You can't just take the one bad thing and then make that your entire day. It might have been an overall net negative, but you got to take the good stuff and remember it as well. You missed the trade-off where you can't have all the good skills? Yeah. That's the biggest thing that I have an issue with in the newer skill system. Is that it's essentially just free. It's good if you want to be really powerful, but if you want like a kind of challenge going on, then it feels like you have to screw yourself out of it. You can still do it in the old gen, but it's a lot. It feels a little bit better in terms of balance. But hey. Most endgame sets in GU all have the same crit. All have the crit skills plus sharpness and handicraft. I think more that what Ramhard means, Divine Judgment, is that you don't also have all of the attack skills and also earplugs and also a skill that makes it so that you do more damage but it drains your life. And also you have Wex. Right? In an endgame set, you basically lock yourself into, like, I have sharpness and I have crit. I don't also have attack and quality of life and defensive skills. I think that's more where Ramhard's coming from it, not the fact that, like, you have all of the damage skills, right? But then, on the flip side, I must also say, 5th gen is extremely nice for the opposite reason. Which is that you can have a set that does good damage and actually have some fucking quality of life skills in there. Health boost, speed eating, earplugs, recovery up, for extra healing, free meal, tremor resistance if you just hate getting tremored. Like, you can actually put them in, right? You can actually do it. There's upsides and downsides to both. You don't know if you did or should apologize for the fact you kind of traumatized them. You're sorry. I mean, we were inquiring about it, right? It's not like you came in and were just like, I'm sad and here's why. You maybe went into more detail than you needed to. was alright. We basically get a 30-50 for free. To be a kid again, N10. To be a child again. Like, the new one is it completely negates the necessity of doing full armor sets. Beside the 5-part, 1 armor-related skills tell you more armor where all 5 pieces make sense. See, that's actually one thing I really like about the old system. This is why it's entirely irrelevant, right? The 30-50 N10. To just get a 30-50 for free. Is that I can make full sets and not feel bad about it. In the new system, because mixed sets are so easy and good, and you can actually make them look nice, it almost feels like a waste if I'm not using a mixed set. Like I'm doing something wrong. That's a negative, draining your life and defense for more damage. Yeah. I mean, like, I get where you're coming from, Divine, but there is no way in hell that you can actually genuinely convince anyone that Safi Awakening and skills like it are actually negative skills in any light. They're purely beneficial. Almost all of them give you the health back if you reach the required threshold in time, right? Or they have ways to mitigate their effect that's so needlessly easy to do that it ends up just being a flat benefit 99.9% of the time. There's like a 1% edge case scenario where it will fuck you over. Some of the fights in GU as well as Gamoth and Akantor, just you stand behind them and it doesn't feel as interactive. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. If I may offer a counterpoint, I'm completely neutral in this, by the way. I like new gen and I like old gen. The only one I don't like is Rise. But I love the shit out of World, which is still new gen, right? I'm just playing devil's advocates for both sides because I think it's an interesting conversation to have. Some of the fights in New Gen might as well not exist because of how easy it is to just perma flinch the monsters, which is far less interactive than still fighting something, even if it doesn't have a great moveset, with dealing with the fact that you're standing behind it. Mid-tier monsters, when you have... It's also a problem in the old games, but it's definitely a bigger problem in the new games where you have such a large suite of options and the ability to do, like, unprecedented levels of damage, right? Even with a moderately good set, you can permanently flinch stuff into oblivion. And New Gen, Rise more so than World, has a big problem with, I think, punishing the player doesn't happen quite as often as it needs to. In World, it was a bigger problem before Iceborne came along. Iceborne kind of fixed that a little bit. In Rise, because you had the wire bug, as long as you weren't a complete moron and just spammed it all the time, right? It was so easy just to get away from everything, like you wouldn't get combo hit. It kind of took the stakes out of fights a little bit. But I definitely agree with some fights not feeling interactive. Definitely Gamoth. Gamoth is perhaps the worst example of it in the entire franchise. Gamoth is so fucking boring. Gamoth is so visually cool, but so boring to fight. Ugh. Such a cool theme and a design, but god, he is boring, yeah. Dereliction, it just drains your health. When you sucked, you couldn't use Safi Awakening as well. Yeah. That is sort of the issue with those skills when you have more options, though, right? When all of the more options, quote-unquote, make you drain health, right? Like, a lot of the newer options in the newer games drain your health, which is kind of shitty. Not all of them, but there's a good chunk of them that drain your health in some way or another. Or, like, the Shiguru one. I think it's Shiguru. It infects you with the Frenzy Virus, and it's harder to get the Frenzy Virus cleansed. But if you do get it cleansed, you get a good benefit. If you don't get it cleansed, you get, like, a constant debuff. Like, a lot of them aren't more gameplay options as much as they are just, like, if you're good, this is a benefit. If you're bad, you'll never use this skill. Like, Syringeos Blade Scale exists. In this game, it's just on the weapons, not on the, without the S, Ramhard. Without the armor skill. And the Valstrax skill exists in Generations as well, Dragonheart. I'm pretty... No, wait, does Dragonheart? No, it doesn't exist in GU. That is a Rise thing. Dragonheart's good. That one I like. I didn't like that it was... like, it fucked you over, but it was good if you were using Dragon Element. It changed Frenzy to drain health on top of its original effects. Right, okay, cool. We were talking about the armor skill, Divine. That's why Michiru said it. So, like, all of the unique gameplay styles, they aren't really that unique, in my opinion, with a lot of the new armor skills. Some of them are. But a lot of them in Rise are basically just, like, trade your health for more damage. Like, that's it. It's different flavors of trade your health for more damage every time. Right? Safi is the same. You take health damage every time you attack, but if you attack enough, you heal it and get some more damage the whole time. Dereliction is just constant health drain, you do more damage. The Safi, the Shiguru one is Frenzy kills you, but you do more damage if you get rid of the Frenzy. It's kind of all the same stuff, right? Dragonheart's good, but it does also completely fuck over Raw. It's like it's just gone. About status trigger, if you evade, you get a Raw boost, stolen from Frontier, which is an old gen game. Not saying it's not cool, but it is, like, it is a Frontier skill. It's called Stylish. Akantor? Akantor. Disappointed you as well. You stood in front of him, impossible to dodge anyway. Attack with switch axe, then you camped his back leg, stripped forever and died. Yeah. You think you'd like Frontier more than GU? If your problem is hitboxes, you will not enjoy Frontier. Frontier has shitboxes more so than hitboxes. could say that about almost any of these more unique skills. Yeah, most of them are from Frontier, that's true. But you have more iframes? No, you don't. It's mandatory that you run Evasion +2. That's why you have more iframes in Frontier. Gore is white, yellow, goldish underneath the scales when you break his parts? Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. Gives you a little hint beforehand as well if you're playing through the game for the first time, right? You having barbecue for dinner? Ooh, nice. Good shit. You love Val, Shaggy, Gore, the Fated Four, other than Gamoth, Mephisto, some other fights, so it's not all bad. Is Generations the only game you've played of the older games as well, Divine Judgment, or have you played other ones? I can't remember off the top of my head. Because I must say, Generations and GU are not at all emblematic of what the old Monster Hunter games are. In my opinion. They have too much shit going on. If not, then, like, don't worry about it. I like to check when people are like, man, old gen is fucked. And then they're like, yeah, I've only played Generations. And I'm like, Generations is fucked. Even for old gen. Played Try as a kid, got stuck on Purple Ludroth and broke your 2DS. Oh no! If you manage to get the chance, Divine, I would highly, highly recommend that you play either 3U or 4U. There is still some of the problems that you've got right, but I think you'll have a more interesting experience with them than you would with Generations. Because Generations does... like, it really does just change a lot of stuff in old gen for absolutely no reason. I know they're a pain in the ass to get, and that's kind of the problem, right? So you might not ever have the chance, but if the chance presents itself, I would encourage, if you have the possibility to do so, to give it a try. I truly, truly believe that Gen and GU are not a experience that accurately tells you about old Monster Hunter. They're too busy being batshit crazy. The Underwater was painful for you. Then maybe give 4U or Portable Third a try. Are Switch Axe in those games? Switch Axe is really bad in 3rd gen. Because it was introduced in 3rd gen, so it's very bare bones. Switch Axe in 4th gen's good. you've played it in Generations, it's basically the same in... Like, guild style in Generations is Switch Accent for you. Essentially, like, that's what it is. It's basically true of guild style, kind of like across the board. Charge Blade was broken when it released. Yes, Insect Glaive was also broken. But... Switch Axe was released crappy, not good. Unfortunately. Made Plesioff much more doable, you found him chill in Tri-U. Oh, Plesioff's a fantastic monster in 3U. Absolutely fantastic. The inputs for Switch Axe are super fucked up. Are they? I don't remember that. How so? Oh my god. He can do that? Ooh, fine. $13 heals. If I have like 7 or 8 left, that'd be fine. The A and X button change what they do depending on what move you start a combo with. Huh? Never noticed. Neat. Switch Axe for more reasons than one. Switches the goddamn controls on you. One, two, fuck. Whee. I wonder, we're into hypothetical territory now. I wonder what they're going to do with the skill system in Gen 6. Because it's kind of like, we've kept it very clearly defined as old gen and new gen at this point, right? But what if the skill system, the way that we've got it as it is in 5th gen now, is a 5th gen thing? And they fiddle with it and change it in 6th gen to something entirely different once again? It'd be interesting. Might be a little bit annoying, had to learn another one, but... Just enough time. They'll stick with it, you think? I think they will as well, but I do think it would be interesting. Maybe the lower the amount of skills you can have one, or reintroduce negatives, make them relevant. I prefer that second option. Honestly, that would be a wonderful use. I think negative skills could work so much better in the new system than they ever did in the old system. Personally, you don't want counters and that in the next game. Oh, same. I think we're unfortunately doomed to live for that with that one, at least a little bit. Why do you want negative skills? Because it gives more weight to set building. The game isn't as fun when you can make the perfect set really easily with no downside. Like, the only downside is that you don't have all of the good skills. It adds more interesting, like, wriggles to the game to be like, okay, I need to bear in mind my stamina decreases quicker, right? Or something. So I have to be more wary about my stamina on hunts. They go back to the approach to appeal to a more casual audience, but since people are now sucked into Monster Hunter, it might happen. Yeah, I don't... That's a good point. And that does kind of raise the issue of, will that keep people around? But if they don't bring back negative skills, they need to reduce the amount of positive skills you can get, because it is ludicrous. I like having a good chunk of skills so that, like I mentioned before, right, it's nice to have access to some good and helpful damage skills while also having the comfy skills that you want to have. Like, Divine Judgment preferring iframe dodging as opposed to counter spamming, I also prefer that. I want to have Evasion 5. So that I can be dodging left, right, and center all the time. It's more enjoyable for me. But in the older gens, getting Evasion 5 or getting Evasion +2, right? It kind of takes up the, like, it's my whole set. I have Evasion +2 and 2 other skills. In Base Rise, you don't get that many skills. In Base Rise, I had over a page of skills on my armor set, so I don't know if I can agree with that one, Divine. Before TU4, you didn't get every skill. I haven't done any. I haven't built any of the title update equipment at all, and I've got nearly 2 full pages of skills, which are amazing in G rank. It's not getting every skill, it's that you get too many. In the old games, you would only get, like, let's say maybe 6 skills on the best set. It's probably too little. I would like 10 with a bad charm. I've had the same charm since high rank. I haven't changed my charm. It's Evade Extender 2, Heartbreaker 1, and free slots. I think. No, free 2 slots. Same charm since high rank. It might not have the Heartbreaker on it. Able to put sharpness, high grade earplugs, evade extender in one mixed G rank armor? Yeah. For, a great example is the Garuga armor, which is really damn good, right? In full UG rank. You get crit eye +2, high grade earplugs, something else. Can't remember what the something else is, but you get another skill. And then you had enough armor slots to basically slot in an upgrade to crit and whatever skill you wanted. And that was all you were going to get, which is 4 skills. I will say, like, Divine, once again, right, like, GU is a horrible example of what old gen is. It is fucking disastrous. And even then, like, crit up, weakness exploit, evasion +1, crit eye. I bet your crit eye is not maxed. I bet you only have, like, +2 crit eye. And if I recall, it goes up to +5, +4 in old gen, maybe? What we're talking about is in the fact that in the new games is you have attack boost 5, crit boost 3, crit eye 3, or crit eye 5, weakness exploit 3, evade extender 2, evade distance 5. I can't even think of any other skills. Agitator 5. Like, that's a normal set, right? That's a normal G rank. That's not even abnormal. That's just a G rank set in Rise. Or in World. Of your Hunter Arts, you get 100% affinity? Yeah. It's not the sheer number of skills in the game. It's the sheer number of skills you can have present on your hunter at any one point in time, which is the problem. For a lot of the older gen people. I don't really care either way, like, to be honest. I'm 50-50. I think both systems have their upsides and their downsides. The downsides of the old system is that fuck trying to crunch the numbers for me. I just build full sets because it's too annoying. I only have upsides. Hey, how you doing here? The capper after that makes me sad. How you doing? Hey Zale, welcome. Good to have you here. Your thingy doesn't hurt. Woo! Good. You're back home, but you miss your buddy. Aww. Did you have a good time? Going out, though. It was warm as fuck. Yeah, true. It was miserable. You had some damn delicious burger, fresh brioche buns from a bakery, and some high-fat mincemeat. So tasty. Nice. Does sound good. 31 degrees, yeah. I appear to be done with all of the villager requests, which is nice. Right, just responding to my partner here, and then sending another message. You wish you could afford the electricity bills to use an AC. Yup! GOG has failed for the time being. Oh man, GOG is a fucking wall. Good luck. Oh yeah, look at that cutscene, goodness. How long have I been with my partner? 5 years. Which partner? My first one. Hey, how you crying? Welcome. How you doing? It's just Monster Hunter 1 related, that's all. Monster Hunter 1 doesn't exist. Monster Hunter 1 can't hurt you. Monster Hunter 1 doesn't exist. It can't hurt you. What about you and Lugia, Crone? Yo, you guys are like... down the list, okay? I haven't been with you for as long. Long term? Yeah, well, we're engaged, so... It's a pretty long-term relationship. Over 3/4 of your health in one hit. With normal attacks or with big attacks, Sale? The Hidden Blade? Oh shit, sorry, Anton, I didn't see that until just now. I will do it afterwards. Make it longer? You dare me? Oh, I will. Sounds like something else. Don't you worry. I'll make it longer, Anton. Wait, what were you? I genuinely didn't read what that cat was. Glad for us to? Yeah, I am as well. Hope everything works just fine. Oh, it will. That's not a problem. Who the fuck is Ho-Oh? The opposite legendary Pokemon to Lugia? Lugia? The fuck's a Pokemon? Oh no, Lugia. The short-term memory, it's kicking in. Lugia is getting to an advanced stage at this point. You know, your memory doesn't work as well when you're, what, 23? Queenie Teeny, absolutely. It's Brachydios. What the fuck is an Elder Lord? My teeny queen. You're marrying to an old person. Oh, Crow, no! Just the ones that kids know more about than actual animals, nothing more. Oh, Yuji, it's sadness. You wish you could rename people on Discord. Have nicknames for people? Can't you do that? The main gen games have proper cutscenes? Yes, they do. Also, the cutscenes in 4U are the best cutscenes in the franchise. That's really well done, by the way, Jojo. That's legitimately difficult. Pokemon are infinitely cooler than animals? In a way, I suppose, yeah. They're rolling the meal. That's a good point. They're rolling the meal. Hey, Crow, welcome. Reminds you of the daily segment. There is no daily segment. Don't know what you're on about. They aren't better than World? No. 4U has the best cutscenes in the franchise. They so perfectly interact with the gameplay in a way that no other cutscenes do. It's not about like cutscene quality or the graphical fidelity or any of that stuff, right? It's the fact that the cutscene always ties flawlessly into the gameplay of the fight and immediately afterwards. If you're mounting something in the cutscene in this game, you will start mounting it in the cutscene. Like in the actual combat. When the cutscene's ended. So good. If a monster's charging at you in the cutscene, when it ends, it's charging at you when combat begins. One of them is a literal chandelier. Look, you can't pick and choose the worst visually looking Pokemon to make your point. The Alatreon cutscene in the New World is really good, though, yeah. You love Chandelier? I love Chandelier as well, I gotta admit. Honestly, I'm a big proponent of thinking that 5th gen Pokemon is the best gen of Pokemon, and it has some of the best Pokemon. It has some of the best visual designs in the franchise. The trash bag, the ice cream cone, the chandelier. I love them all. I think they're so good. And they fit so perfectly for an urbanized type environment of Pokemon. It just makes perfect sense, right? Oh, the meta person's here. Shoo! Be gone, demon! With your numbers and your items. Foul creature. I don't know what you mean, to be honest. I assume that special attack stuff and choice specs does something, I don't know. Tad disappointed after seeing the cutscenes in GU after 4. The cutscenes? You mean the one where it goes... slow zooms over to the monster and then just says Astalos and then it ends. That? Why would you be disappointed? Like Great Jaggy? Yeah, Great Jaggy, when you end the cutscene, you're mounting it. The same is true for Basirios, I think. Tigrex is charging at you after the cutscene ends. You just go, this one looks cool, or I used to have this one when I played as a kid. That's what I do, yeah. And then I get disappointed after they evolve, but I feel like I can't get rid of them. Because I had them before they were evolved. And now I have a bond with them and I don't want to break it. You love the Dread Queen Lance? The Dread Queen Lance is visually stunning. Thorny Vine going up the Lance. Yeah, it's so good. Hey, dog. No. 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 Nope. Nope. God, chubby. That sounds like I'm a Pokemon at that point. Was it worth all of those fights? I don't know. Yeah, that's the real question with Deviants, right? The hugging Pokemon. Oh. Precious. Woo! Hugging people to death, yeah, it turns into like some kind of eldritch horror when you think about it. Like all of Pokemon does. Where it's like, Kyubby, the hugging Pokemon. And then the description is like, it slowly suffocates its foes as it crushes their lungs, as it grips them so tightly because it loves them so much. And it's like, ah! They bleed from their eyes as their internal organs pierce themselves and they die a horrible, gruesome death. Thank you, Pokemon! I wanted to play the fun, colourful game. Come on, close. No, no, higher. That's a stealing cat. We want that. That's good. His maid outfit? No. There was no maid outfit. What do you mean? Ooh, 25, bro, that's shit. Look, the recession hit the Pokemon world hard, man. Maid outfit daily segment? What do you mean? Yeah, precisely. You guys keep coming up with this shit, and I don't even know what you're talking about. It's never existed before. You guys are nuts. The last game was definitely better than Sun and Moon. Do you mean Scarlet and Violet? $25 poker dollars, the least of our worries. Interesting. One, two, three, four, five, six. Correct. Good. I can make my set even better for gathering. This makes me happy. Lugia. I will punt you into the sun. After Gen 5, there was a huge quality decrease. I am inclined to agree, yes. No, change weapon. There was never a point in time where stream went through phases of serious topics to total bullshit. I mean, it still does that, so... There's never a point in time where that stopped. I've got my hand on that delete message button. Good. Isn't Lugia like 3 times the size of the average human? I didn't realize the average human was 2 foot tall. Man, I'm a fucking giant. Can confirm you sit her in real life. Wow. They seem that way when you look down on them. Yeah. Tall fuddies. Everyone's a midget. I love that so much. Bonk. Oh god, I've got to be the one who uses the binder. I never do this. This is wrong. My me wants a new hat. What do you make him wear? I completely disassociate from this me for the rest of my life. How dare he wear hats? Can you make him wear headphones? I basically always have headphones on. I fucking live in these things, man. I have a dent in my hair. Permanently. You can do headphones? Do headphones. Probably have a dent in the skull as well. Oh, that's just because I'm an idiot. That's got nothing to do with headphones. Show scalp now. My hair's in the way. He likes it a little. That's about the best reaction you're ever going to get out of me, to be honest. Delete it? What, just delete my hair? Just like that? I can't do that. That was terrible. I'm not left-handed, to be fair, but I'm still disappointed by that. That hit stop? I know, right? This is my level up reward. I get a dog. Fuck yeah. The dog better be named Ty, yeah. You're damn right. I have a cat and a dog? What's the cat's name? Can you name them, or are they just called cat and dog? Also kind of seems like something I would do, to be honest. What's your cat called? Cat? What's your dog called? Dog? You can't name them? Son of a bitch. Worst game ever. Name the cat Neko. Yeah, just call it cat in a different language. Name it Lugia? No, he said cat and dog, not bitch. I'm sorry. Preemptively. It's gotta be Neko and then in brackets means cat. Yeah, well that's because the Japanese just like expect us to be dumb as shit and they're not wrong. Holy shit, you fucking killed her. The dog's female? True. It's alright. Me and Lugia get along so I can get away with it. Little shit wanna die. Hey, you're smaller than me. You won't manage. You fight unfair? Who says I fight fair? Streamer threatens viewers live on stream, yeah. You bring guns to his fist fight? Yeah, that's a little bit more unfair than I would fight. However, we had a conversation about this the other day and you don't know how to fire the guns. And I do. You bring fists to a gunfight? You know, you bring these guns, Crone. That's what you gotta say. Throw the heavy gun in their face? Yeah. I'll bring a gun. I don't know how to use it, but it's a really good whacking stick. Just crack. I'll teach you how to do the pew pew. Crone, you're trying to get me killed? How you doing? Welcome. Good to have you here. Hope all is good for you today. Welcome to the most riveting quest in the entire game. Finger guns to a fist fight. That's good, because then they know that you're too cool and they can't hurt you. Really, you win the moral victory on that one. They can't even fight you, you're too cool. You're finger gunning. I nearly said you're gun fingering, that's... that's something else. Why are you angry now? Ball of anger. Sounds so wrong, yep. Because I called you that? You know I don't mean it. You're very good. You're very good and fun. And cool and stuff. You stale ham sandwich? Lugia. Calm down. Oh my god. Kids these days. Kids? Ella, anyone younger than you's a kid, alright? That's how that works. Now you fucked up. She old as fuck. Dude, that wasn't even me. You can't blame me for that one. Oi! Crone? I'm older! Not gonna hit good. That was the beginning of the universe. It was really boring. There wasn't much to do, you know? They hadn't invented Monster Hunter yet, so... like, 0 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend. Also, it was, like, really noisy, because a whole bunch of, like, stars kept smashing into each other and shit. It's just inconvenient, really. That was the Arceus hatching process? Oh, he happened before me. I never saw Arceus. The sneeze caused the beginning of everything. Sometimes it feels that way, Jojo. Sometimes it feels like it's going to cause the end of everything. Oh, that's the worst thing I'm going to read today. Thank you, N10. Hopefully that's the worst thing I'm going to read today. That's not a challenge. Do not take it as such. Oh shit, that's on the rock. I can't remember when you do this. I think it's now. Oh, I nailed it. Fucking amazing. Hell yeah. You know, it would have been a challenge a long time ago. You're glad to say chat has not matured. Of course it hasn't. While this fight might be boring, in kind of like overall, just kind of not the most entertaining fight ever, right? This is like genuinely ominous. Like, you're in a boat that stopped. You have ballista and cannons. And you need to stop that fucking thing, and I'm the size of one of its goddamn toes. You love Jen and Duran? I love them the first time I do them in every rank. Every time I play the game. But after that point, they're really boring. If you have to farm them, they kind of suck, right? The first time you do them, it's like, hell yeah, I'm fighting a giant sand whale. The second time you do it, it's kind of like, I'm fighting a giant sand whale. You haven't seen a new quote in a long time? I don't know what any of the new quotes are, to be honest. How, Jojo? That would drive me insane. Your big dick cannon, Lugia, yesterday. That's true, that was said. I think I made Gen Armor in G rank, actually, in this game, didn't I? I think my Greatsword Armor was G rank, Gen. Because it was really cool. It looked really good, and it was a really good set. You're gonna go flash bomb him? Wait, that actually worked? You stopped because proof of the hero wasn't worth the farm. That's completely reasonable. The cat getting blasted towards the red, yeah. Somehow it actually worked as well. It blows my mind. I don't even... Is he on the map yet? I feel like I flinched him a lot. He is barely on the map. Okay. Come on, buddy. Oh, I killed him with Ballista. Oh, that's disappointing. No proof of the hero for me. Probably not all the carves for me either, honestly. Didn't hear it. Yeah, that's the downside of doing the single player one, right? He dies really quickly. Hands down, one of the best fights against the whale in this franchise. You know, while that may be hyper-specific and kind of reductive of every other fight, I agree. It isn't clicking. Shame. Such a disaster. Thank you, Ensign. Mine, Lugia? Or someone else's? Yes? I'm not going to be able to play Zomboid with you if you break my fingers. Break my toes, it's far more efficient. I mean, don't break anything. But if you have to, I don't need my feet seats. If Huckster were a food, what would he be? Definitely a prawn salad. This makes me mildly unhappy. Prawns are shrimps? I have no idea. My cat wants a word with me. Yeah, at that point. If I remember correctly, you cannot do this at this point. Yeah. I like that Chico Sans gets upgraded as well. It's a nice way to actually have like a indication that you are actually helping this island, right? You are making it bigger. It can have more capacity because it is bigger. Just checking here, just to make sure, although I'm pretty sure we are safe. Okay. I'm not a prawn, thank you, N10. That means more than you'll ever know to me. Really hit the special place in my heart. I'll remember that forever. I am not a prawn. Lugia is the shrimp, though. Is it a shrimp that you say? I can never remember. When you're drawing. Ooh, I forgot I needed those. Did I talk shit again? No, I was saying you're a shrimp when you draw. Shrimp, prawn? I can't remember what you say. I think it's shrimp. Plesioth Water Cutter is upgraded. did talk shit? Wow! Ramhard! It's not true. No! It's lies. Lugia. It's all lies. You're gonna do that soon? Oh, shrimp up? Oh, I said that so casually. I'm so happy. You shrimping soon? Oh yeah, I got a shrimp later, you know. I got work to do. Nice. Yo, it's working out real well for you recently, huh? It's going amazingly. I'm so happy for you. Fucking shrimping. Any shrimpers? It's just the way that people like sit when they're drawing on a pad, basically on a tablet, a drawing tablet. The way they arch their back is kind of shrimpy looking. Shrimping as a term is probably something that I don't want to know what it means, because it definitely has an Urban Dictionary. M10. Don't make me take your VIP away. You got one for your website? Yo, good shit. Nice. Oh, that's relatively tame. Okay, I don't mind. I wish I didn't know still, but that is pretty tame. Sounds fishy. How do you earn the IP? You don't. We gave it to N10/Bulbous Ambrose as a joke because he changed his name to Bulbous Ambrose. You're gonna start a band with Lugia, me, and Mace, okay? What instruments are we gonna be playing? I do remind you I have the shakiest hands in existence. Well, not quite that bad, but my hands do suck. Play the guitar. Yo, neat. I can't play any instruments. You do the leg thing on the drum set, that's it. just the bass drum. Give me a sec. Apparently not, never mind. You took lessons during high school and you can remember them? I mean, I did flute lessons in primary school, I don't remember shit. Frenzy time. You still practice? Yo, cool. Nice one. He's gonna roar, so I won't get away with this. guys who decided to move their desk around the room? Oh, God. Why did you do that? Because you're bored? Wow. Am I not entertaining enough for you, Lugia? Hey, Moff. Welcome. You know, fair. I did say I was sorry, though, immediately. Because I immediately felt bad, even though I was just joking. Old people should refrain from such activities when it's worn outside grown. She's already dead. Don't call a lady old. It's alright. Depending on how far into shrimp mode Lugia is, she's not a lady anymore, she's a shrimp. Although, having moved the desk around at 30 degrees, Lugia is probably currently being a puddle. If I had to make a vague estimate. Don't shrimp too long or you'll start boiling. Oh yeah, in this heat? That's a good point. That's a very good point. I've been playing this game for 3 hours. What? I just started 10 minutes ago. The fuck are you on about? I just started the stream. Time flies if the game's good, yeah. 4U's so good, absolutely. The fact that I've played this game as many times as I have and that can still happen to me is lunacy. You need my input. What music do we play? What are our options? No. Indie prog rock. Heavy metal, pop, rock, rap, a ballad, opera, techno, or musical? No heavy prog rock? Okay, I'm sad now. Or, yeah, indie prog rock, sorry. With those options, I think I have to go with opera. You still love this franchise as Tyrannosaurus with explosive spear? Yeah. It's gotta be opera, right? Especially since you're still really young, Throne. You basically can still do that thing where you can put your pitch to your voice to infinite pitch. So like we're a dead fit for an opera, right? Mace can just scream full volume. Bloody murder. Lugia gets to carry us. And I will do nothing because I can't sing. I'll be the conductor. I'll just wave my hands in vague motions that you guys understand, but absolutely no one else does. Conductors are very important to orchestras. That's not a downplayment of what they do. It just looks like complete gibberish if you don't know what they're doing. Which I don't, so it looks wild. Yes, Magic Man, wave your hands. Make the noises happen. I'm the Triangle Kid. Yes! I'm the Triangle Kid. Never has a more true statement been said in my life to me. I am the Triangle Kid. That is precisely who I am. And you know what? That's not even true. N10. It's not even true. I was the fucking Cowbell Kid. They didn't even give me the triangle. They gave me the cowbell. They're like, here, just smack this thing really loud. It's all you can do. I obviously haven't been in an opera, but I have been in primary school plays. I had a cowbell in one of them at some point. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I just remember a cowbell distinctly. I think I hit it once, and that was literally all I did the entire time. Unplugged the Wi-Fi while Harvey was playing Rust by accident? No! Lugia. We're calling the victim support hotline. For your hubby, yeah? For you? Your bags are packed. That quickly? The quickest way to end your marriage. Just unplug the Wi-Fi. Nothing breaks a marriage quicker. Hey, at least he wasn't streaming. How does Rust work with that? Doesn't it just like log you out? Or does it leave you there so that people can kill you? You forgot the Wi-Fi was plugged into your cable management behind your PC, not the wall itself. Oh. You go to sleep and log off, so his body's just chilling somewhere. Hopefully that's fine. Vulnerable. Well, I guess you'll find out soon if you need to run for your life then, right? You don't need to run just yet. You might need to run soon. It's as soon as he gets back on and in. Oh, you motherfucker. Come on, Duran. That's needless. There we go. I genuinely am still disgusted by the fact I've been playing this game for 3 hours, man. Why are you trying to kill the ship again? That's crazy. Why are you fight Ty? You dimwit! We need the ship. Apparently the cats just don't know how to fire cannonballs. It fires the cannonball in the way the cat's facing, not the way the cannon's facing. That's so strange. What happened? Crone? What happened? You forgot Mace has a muscle suit on? Oh, perfect. That was janky as hell, but apparently that works. Came in and started dancing. What? You're the dancer for our opera, Mace. In Crone's me game thing. You dance for an opera? Yeah, apparently. What has life come to? Great question. Send it to Cloud. Ooh! Hello, my dear. How are you doing other than the disgusting level of heat? Other than that, are you okay? Oh my god, Crone, that is amazing. Yes. Yes. Perfect. Bored out of your mind? Have you already done all the stuff that you had to do? Because you had a thing that you could do, right? This is amazing. You dancing in the muscle suit. All done. You can't restock shells effectively, which means you don't wanna. Because your machine's still broken and likely will be for a while. They just can't do anything that allows you to do your job there, huh? This fight's a lot less interesting. He sent me a pic? Yeah, he sent me a pic of the 4 people on stage. And then it's just like me with headphones on, you know, 2 other people being Crone and Lugia. And then you just like fucking muscle suit. Just brick shithouse at the end of the line. It's amazing. Come on, Duran. You might be the last quest I have to do in Village. So sick of that. Can you put your arm down so I can actually break that damn thing, by the way? I haven't been able to climb on him all quest. Contain yourself, you hear me burst into laughter halfway through. Amazing. As it should be. Right. I might break this horn eventually. At some point, maybe. Thank you. Oh, no. Actually, genuinely thank you. You probably stopped me from getting hit. Although, if you didn't do that, I would have probably been fine. I don't think I need to do this, but I'm just going to do it in case. He should appear all the way over there now. Is what should happen. Yep. Just wanted to have that as an option for me, just in case. Try and time this one correctly again. I think that might have been a bit late. Nope, all good. We'll probably go to Final Showdown if I had to guess. Wait, no? We're not going to Final Showdown. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Which means I've not done enough damage. Probably because I couldn't get onto him at any point to beat the crap out of him with my weapon. Which does more damage than any of the siege equipment does. Also, his head's still not broken. Hey! Perfect timing. How many damn ballista is there to gather on this ship? No, thank you. I have genuinely no idea where to shoot him. I guess here. On the back spine bit, just in case I do manage to get up there and break it. Like this. I can't really hit it properly. This thing. I'm just going to shoot him in the side. It's way easier. Instead of messing around with any of that stuff. I would have liked to have jumped on there, but I was also not going to risk it. Be a little flipper out. Come on. God damn it, man. We are still going, huh? I have both the gong and the thing up. Boats on normal integrity. Okay, there we go. This one might last long enough to get proof of a hero if he took that long in the first bit. This is what I mean, by the way, where I'm like, this quest is so fun the first time, and then the second time I'm kind of just like, I want this quest to be over now. It's nowhere near as interesting the second time around. Ding. 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 I don't think that hits me. Apparently it would have, but it missed anyway. I thought it wasn't going to reach, but it does. Thank you, Ty, for randomly hitting me. For no reason, from what I can see. I think that might be because he's still a leadership cat, and they have like a slacker slap is one of their abilities or something. Because I'm not moving. He's making me not slack. Honestly seems about right. Yeah, I can actually see this time. So they do the flying F-bomb. Does it actually legitimately work? It does? It's a full-ass knockdown. To the point where you can climb on it. Huh? Wow. The damn cat ability? You look so not ripped, yeah. You're like your tiny little head because of the muscle suit. I was actually going to take advantage of that until he screwed me over. I don't think that hit the boat, but I don't know. I think he has to take an extra step up before he's hitting the boat. He's just doing early attacks. There we go, there's the extra step. And then I can pop this. Never mind. We can do this instead. Get those two mouth gloves. You can do that? What? Yeah, you can carve his mouth. PRB. I should probably be doing melee attacks, but I kind of want to wait until the Dragonator's back up so I can properly hit him with it before I start going down there. Because otherwise it's going to be like, Dragonator's ready, and then I have to come back up, and yeah. I can't remember how long it takes, though. Although standing up here is kind of a death sentence at this point, honestly. As Duren has just accurately shown. Thanks, buddy. This is definitely not up, right? Yeah, no, cool. Why do you have a muscle suit on? Why not? Do you not want to have a muscle suit on? It looks hilarious. The rest of you are normally dressed. There I am. Oh, it's the best bit. Brilliantly out of place. There it is, finally. Let's wait for him to take a step forward again, and then I'll do it. It should hit him from here, actually, right? I don't know. Fuck it, I'm going for it. We'll see. Nice. No proof of a hero again, though. But hey, at least we got the kill with the Dragonator. That's pretty cool. Dragonator in the jaw, yeah. Straight into the jaw. That giant Dragonator, that would be extremely painful. And I will definitely get all of this stuff. How old are you, Mace? What is that comment? You just made a joke about a movie rental shop in the year 2023. As someone born post-2000s? What do you mean, yeah, question mark? I'm amazed you even know what a movie rental shop is, Mace. They're a relic of the past, all like for me, essentially. I'm 10 years older than you. It's literally in the name. Yeah, but like young people don't realize that there was physical stores that did that. And then you made a reference to Jaws, which probably came out before you were birthed. What I'm saying is a wild sentence, okay? It is quite well known, yeah, but they just know the theme. They wouldn't necessarily know anything else, right? Kieran time. And I have 4 weapons that I need to upgrade. Nice. Very little left to do. Would Dad really like Jaws? Okay, there we go. That makes sense now. I'm not clueless? No, you're just young. Hey, Karen. Oh yeah, you have the tower music. I forgot about that. Or whatever the hell that area is called, I never remember. The Forsaken Arena or whatever it's called. It's always nice to hear that. Oh, wow. Okay, do not block that. It's Tower 3. Oh, what an amazing track name. Fuck yeah, Tower 3? Oh, damn it, Capcom. One of those tracks that stands out in the older games because it has an actual lyric or like a vocal instrument of someone just saying ha, basically. Every now and then. It's just abnormal. Ooh. No, thank you. That hitbox hit me so badly it made me tired. I just remembered I got a 12-hour stream tomorrow. Forgot about that. Oh yeah, the 12-hour stream. Neat. Karen is not a particularly riveting fight. I apologize. Do I want a vid? No, I'm alright, thanks. I'm okay. Said it already, yeah. I don't think there was a question as if you were gonna get it or not, Mace. Is it an artistic piece of work, Crone? That's all I want to know. Did you pour your soul and your heart into it? You did? Good. Good. That's all I need. Perfect. Oops. Oh, yeah, that's the good shit. Slap him. I missed, but do it anyway. Because you can readjust this. Yep. Nope. Ow. Such deep lyrics. Oh my god. God damn it, Crone, what have you birthed into this world? Hey! Are you sure you don't want to see it? It'll change your life? I don't know if I will come back from it, Crone. Like, what if it's so magnificent I can't recover? Just watch it? I will, but I won't right now. Well, at this point, there's basically no point of going into the damn gathering hall. Which is upsetting. You still don't know if you like Elden Ring or not? Fucking same, Chisel. I've played it for 110 hours. Where is low rank? Low rank. What guild quests come from what monsters? What monsters give what guild quests? Yeah. No, what guild quests come from what monsters? Low rank. Kirin, Celtus Queen, Kezu, Gravios, and Raphalos. Okay. It's a masterpiece. Let's do one of these and hope that we get a Kirin. Let's eat first though, not be dum-dum. Save it as an MP4 so it can be kept in the world forever. I mean, it's on DS, right? Or Switch or something. It might be a bit tough. Switch is easy peasy. DS might not be. DS is a nightmare. You can always download the homebrew and then the custom software and then stream it to your PC and... Spooky. Spooky, where are you? There you are. Hello, friends. You're already pumped? You forgot DS3 for when you forgot DS3 enough that it feels fresh? Yeah. That's the good stuff. That was a workout. Moving your whole PC and stuff, yeah? Just have to emulate it on Citra. Get the 4 of us in there again. Perfectly replicate it. Crawling under the desk, do cable management? Yeah. This a lot. Oh, hello. Good. 1, 2, 3. And be a good boy? No, fuck you, Rafflos. Rafflos isn't capable of being a good boy. Do this. Balls. I'm not hitting the head, though. But now you have a desk in a better spot, right? And are presumably still invisible in terms of your partner's background. Sorry, what? Are you still invisible in your hubby's background? Or in case your hubby streams? You were busy writing spicy messages? You stopped doing that? His desk hasn't changed, he just has the burb. The burb! Never? Yeah, you could have just sent messages then. They require your utmost focus, I can imagine that, I can imagine that. Zoink. Nice. And 1, 2, 3. Rude. Why did I try and attack him and not flash bomb him? I have flash bombs on me. Good shit. I love cutting tails. Cutting tails is one of the most satisfying things in this entire game. Boink. I guess you just bounce off of Raph's wings, huh? Oh, Jesus Christ, Lugia. God. Oh, no. In the game, yeah? Lugia? In the game? Yeah, sure. Oh, no. I gotta go now, like. Goodbye, Crone. It was nice having you here before you left forever. I want to know what your partner has to live with during the night, yeah. Screaming in the background like, what's going on out there? I sound harder. He is a good guy. Is there another monster landing in this area? Right there? Or is that just the way the terrain looks? And a hardy. And a hardy. Where are we going, Rathalos? What are we doing? Just back one area, thank you. That's not too annoying to deal with. His poor soul. How do you know he isn't just as bad? We have no idea, Chisel. He might be worse. Lugia might be the tame one. Frank. Oh no. I'm fine. Hit a nice head hit there, good. Oh shit, you're right. Yup. I am actually sweating. I hate this. I'm gonna smack again? Baby. You'll smack me? You can't reach. There's a C in the way. So it could be what brought them together, yeah. How long are you and your partner been together now, Lugia? You and the hub? Together a long time, right? Yeah, a long time. 3 years. Very nice. Married for 2 months. 2 months already. Hey CJX, well, welcome. Good to have you. Chisel knows that the hubby is a hearty and wants a piece. You don't share, you just take more for yourself? Sounds about right. Big stretch. Okie dokie. I am going to take a brief break here. We're going to switch on over to GU because I swear I started the stream like half an hour ago and it's been 4 hours already. So that is halfway through. If you're just here for Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, I don't know why I said the whole name. thank you very much for coming along. You can see when and what times on that little linky link there that I will play what games, if any of the others interest you. 4U is always on Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow's 12-hour stream, so it will be this first 6 hours, and we'll start 10 o'clock my time. But for now, I will be right back around 10, 15-ish minutes. I'm going to go do all the usual stuff, you know, drink, have a snack. The unusual stuff like wash my damn face because it's so damn warm. I will be back in just a moment, so see you in a sec.